Junior, number 20, Jake Nass. And the forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 34, Preston Heckendoor.
All right, we're live. We're good. All right, we are set and ready to go. A beautiful performance for West Prairie for the national anthem. And we are here at West Prairie High School for Big Spring against the West Prairie Mustangs taking on the Big Spring Bulldogs. Huge Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup here tonight. In case you didn't hear starting lines, we have them for you right now. For Big Spring, Aiden Sally, Ben Seiler, Tavon Hodge, Jake Naus, and Brexton Heckendorn. And for West Prairie, Marcus Quaker, Deuce Middleton, Mason Sano, Josiah Twig, and Braden McKeever. Those are the five on the floor for both teams. And we are not underway. As the tip-off did not go in the favor of anybody. So we'll do it again, and now we are underway here. Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. West Prairie versus Big Spring. The Mustangs in the white, Big Spring in the maroon, red, and gold. And we are underway. A packed house here tonight. Every student in the West Prairie School District who came here today got in for free. And when you offer free tickets, you tend to come and you tend to bring the noise just like the West Prairie student section is here tonight. West Prairie looking for their first win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Three-point shot, no good. Taken by Josiah Twig. Hello everyone watching on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes at West Prairie Athletics. And here come the Mustangs. Here's Deuce Middleton. Down the middle for Mason Sano. And Sano's going to get the first 2 points of the game. Expecting a very fast-paced offense for both of these teams. Now high pass knocked down by Brexton Heckendorf. Very packed house here tonight. Student body coming up strong. A lot of Big Spring fans making the short trip from Newfield to be here tonight. And this is by far the biggest crowd we have seen so far this season. We even have fans on the other side of the gym, which does not happen very often. And this ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. No fouls yet for either team. Just getting started here. 6:35 left to go in the first quarter. And inbound pass here to Marcus Quaker. Star quarterback for the West Prairie Mustangs football team. Here he's having a good season so far. We have complete stats for both teams, so this is going to feel like an actual broadcast. And Marcus Quaker takes the shot, and he gets the foul. And Marcus Quaker's going to go to the free throw line shooting 2. Marcus Quaker for free throws. He is a 40% free throw shooter. And he comes up short in the first one. Last foul. First foul of the game goes to Aiden Solly. And Quaker is over 2. Offensive rebound, however, for Brandon McKeever. Deuce Middleton shooting a free. And off defensive rebound for Solly. 2-0 still the score after Marcus Quaker 0 for 2 on the free throw line. Mason Sano with the 2 points to get things started. And there's a travel call. This is the second meeting between these two teams this season. Earlier back on December 16th at Big Spring, the Bulldogs were victorious at home by a score of 47-37. 10-point victory for the Bulldogs last time out. The last time that West Prairie hosted the Bulldogs, it stopped a 5-game winning streak. Or excuse me, it stopped a 5-game losing streak for the Mustangs against Big Spring. But now West Prairie here overall on a 6-game losing streak. Only 1 win so far. That was against Susquehanna back in the Perry County tournament, 3rd place game. And this is Quaker. And pass it back to Josiah Twig. Josiah Twig is the star to keep an eye on for the Mustangs. Shooting 77% for a free throw line. He leads the team in scoring with 144 points. Second most is Deuce Middleton with 118. 3-point shot for Sano is nowhere close. Easily rebounded by the Bulldogs. West Prairie student section making some noise. Local rivalry, not a big rivalry for these two schools, but a shot is no good. Rebounded by Josiah Twig. Looked like an easy shot coming for Heckendorn. West Prairie hang on here. Here's Deuce Middleton. That ball is poked free by Ben Sadler. And Sadler with the ball. And we're going to have our first foul of the game for the Mustangs. Foul is on Deuce Middleton. And a foul there. Offensive foul. Foul was on number 20, Jake Nouse. And here's Middleton. Middleton second in scoring for the Mustangs. Here's Brandon McKeever. McKeever taking himself right through the defense, but rejected by Aiden Solly. There's a shot, and there's the first 2 points of the game. And they go to number 5, Ben Sadler. And we are tied at 2 now. already halfway through the first quarter. Expecting a lot of noise here tonight. Marcus Quaker taking it himself. Layup in and out. And a foul is called on the floor. This is going to be Big Spring's third foul already as a team. And once again, it's on number 20, Jake Nels, for his second foul. There's Quaker. Over to Josiah Twig. Twig leads the team in several categories. And we'll talk more about that coming up. We have complete stats for you here for both teams. And here's Josiah Twig with a nice layup. Nice shot for Josiah Twig for his first 2 points. Three-point shot, no good. Goes over the backboard, and it's got to be West Prairie with the ball. Nice pass down the sideline for Deuce Middleton. Middleton keeps it going. 4-point lead. It's been a quiet first half of the first quarter. Now the Mustangs with back-to-back buckets. It's funny the West Prairie student section down the lower section of the stands here. During the starting lineups, they had newspapers when Big Spring stars were being announced. Kind of disrespectful, but all in good fun competition. They do the same thing for Susquehanna every year. And that three-point shot, no good. And rebound by Josiah Twig, and it's got to be another foul on the Bulldogs. The last foul was on Brexton Heckendorn for his first. Pass around, but better defense by the Mustangs. Three-point shot for Josiah Twig off the backboard and no good. But offensive rebound for Deuce Middleton. This is going to get taken away here, and not a travel called. And it's going to be 2 points for Aiden Solid. Spring bench making some noise. This is a huge crowd here. Definitely the biggest crowd of the season for West Prairie basketball. Such a local referee of West Prairie girls basketball at Big Spring tonight. And offensive foul. Charging called on Josiah Twig. Now, wait a minute. Now the officials are getting together. It almost looked like a charging foul called against West Prairie's Josiah Twig. And actually, no, they got together to see who actually committed the foul. It was actually on Marcus Quaker for his first foul. 1 minute to go here in a very quick first quarter. Low scoring affair between these two teams. There's a wide open look for free. And Taven Hodge has his first 3 points, and it gives the Bulldogs the lead. Going on half a minute to go here. Big Spring has their first lead of the game. And West Prairie's going to call a timeout. 7-6, the Bulldogs with the lead. 32 seconds left to go. And it's a full timeout. We're going to take a quick break. You are watching West Prairie Boys Basketball against the Big Spring Bulldogs exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this West Prairie timeout. We are back here now after a West Prairie timeout. In the final minute of the first quarter, West Prairie has possession. Mustangs are looking for their first quarter lead for the first time in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division this season. Only down by one. Well, that's the start yet. Now it does. Here's Santa back over Josiah Trey. These two work together so well. Mason Santa, a sophomore. Josiah Trey, one of 4 seniors on the team. There's Deuce Middleton, another senior. Also Marcus Quaker is a senior. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound for Josiah Twig. Back to Middleton, second chance effort, no good again. Offensive rebound for McKeever. And Deuce Middleton again with the 3-point shot at the buzzer, and it doesn't go in. Great effort there. 3-point shots in a row for Deuce Middleton, but none of them go in. And we have reached the end of the first quarter. Big Spring leads it 7-6. We'll be right back to start the second quarter. So it just came to my attention that we had no sound for our last several minutes. I do apologize for that, but we got the sound issue worked up now, and so I do apologize for the crazy end to the first half, as we are now tied at 16 at the half. So we got stats here for both teams. We'll start with the Mustangs this time. 5 points for Deuce Middleton, 4 points for Mason Sano, 2 points for Josiah Twig, 3 points for Micah Weaver. He got the only 3-point shot of the game, and 2 points for Braden McKeever, both on free throws in the second quarter. Stats here for Big Spring: 5 points for Aiden Sally, 2 points for Ben Seiler, 3 points for Tavon Hodge, and leading the way for Big Spring is Jake Nouse with 6 points. He had 2 3-point shots in the second quarter. Well, Big Spring was on fire in the second quarter until the very end, when West Prairie had an opportunity and Deuce Middleton was able to get the steal in the final 5 seconds and gets the layup, and they put 0.8 of a second before the end one opportunity, before the final free throw, and Deuce Middleton nails it, and we are now tied at 16 apiece at the half. We got a few comments. We've seen a lot of comments here today on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel live chat. That's one way that we can keep an eye on things if something's not working, if it's an audio issue or a video issue. But we appreciate all the fans who are watching, and we see one comment that really should get West Prairie fired up. We see Hannah saying, "Let's get a win." Indeed, West Prairie definitely needs a big time win here today, as West Prairie is 0-8 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. They are still looking for their first win in that division. They only have 1 win so far this season. That was back in the Perry County tournament during the holiday break, when West Prairie beat Susquehanna in the 3rd place consolation game. And West Prairie, more importantly, is looking for their first win at home. That one win that West Prairie had against Susquehanna was at Susquehanna, annual host for the Perry County tournament. And we have a very big week coming up here for West Prairie Athletics. After tonight, we're off tomorrow, which is probably a good thing because we're getting so excited here. There's a huge presence in the West Prairie student body. West Prairie students in any grade level, from kindergarten to senior year in high school, they all got in for free here today. So when you get free tickets, you tend to bring out the noise. And that, see, the last count was from Hannah, still no sound at 7:55. We definitely have the sound back on now. 7:55, that was 5 minutes ago. So we appreciate all your fans coming out here for a big night. And as I was saying, we have a huge week after tomorrow night. We have nothing here tomorrow night, but then on Thursday night, we have West Prairie Wrestling at home for senior night. West Prairie Wrestling senior night on Thursday night, taking on Big Northville, a non-conference matchup featuring 2 teams that had a really good run in the District 3 playoffs a year ago. West Prairie, of course, going to the state championships last year as a team. And it should be a good one on Thursday night. West Prairie versus Big Northville. Both teams are in the top 10 in the District 3 2A power rankings. Then on Friday night, we have West Prairie girls basketball back in action for Friday Night Hoops. They'll be taking on Gettysburg on Friday night at 7 o'clock. Then Saturday. You heard me right there, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday. Saturday is the big one. We got West Prairie Wrestling. It's actually a makeup game for the West Prairie Wrestling team, but we are having it this Saturday night at 6 o'clock. Keep that time change, ladies and gentlemen. 6 o'clock on Saturday, right here at West Prairie, as West Prairie Wrestling team will host the Boiling Springs Bubblers in what is expected to be the Mid-Penn Colonial Division Championship match. And West Perry has never won a division in the Mid-Penn Conference, and they have a golden opportunity to clinch it this Saturday right here at home against the Bowling Springs Bubblers in what is expected to be a huge matchup. West Perry has never won a division championship in wrestling, and they never beat the Bowling Springs Bubblers. And so we have a big crowd here tonight, but we need a bigger crowd for Saturday night. So if you have nothing planned, don't worry about the NFL division rounds on Saturday. I heard there are going to be 2 terrible games. Probably the Chiefs and the Eagles are going to win. And so skip those games, record it if you have to, but come here on Saturday night at 6 o'clock for West Perry Wrestling against Bowling Springs. You remember last year when we had Cumberland Valley come here? We had a huge crowd for that, and West Perry beat Cumberland Valley a year ago for the first time in program history. Can we see a repeat performance against the Bowling Springs Bubblers this Saturday night? Do not miss it. And of course, we're streaming it live on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. That will cap up a very exciting week. And it's exciting here tonight. Halftime, tied at 16. Not a high-scoring affair. Great defensive efforts for both teams. And we are going to start the second half in 2.5 minutes. And right now, we have our answer to our West Perry Athletic Park trivia question of the game. Big Spring has been in one District 3 championship game in program history. In what year did the Bulldogs advance to that District 3 championship game? We're going way back, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking 1963. It was like, this was before there was single A, 2A, triple A, 4A, 5A, 6A. This was way before that. This was back in 1963 when it was known as Class B. Class B, the District 3 championship. The Bulldogs lost in that championship game against Kutztown by a score of 66-42. And Kutztown actually made it to the state quarterfinals that year as well. But that's your answer to West Perry Athletic Park trivia question. Big Spring Bulldogs back in 1963. So far, the only time that the Bulldogs in boys basketball made it to the District 3 championship game. Both teams coming out for their halftime warm-ups. And we'll be right back for the start of the third quarter. Tied at 16. You are watching West Perry boys basketball against the Big Spring Bulldogs exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just over a minute for the start of the third quarter. We are back here now, about to get things started here for the third quarter, tied at 16. What an atmosphere we have here tonight. West Perry student body coming up big tonight. A lot of fans from Big Spring over at Newfield coming up big here tonight. Local rivalry. We see a lot of alumni here, which is very pleasing as well for both schools. And we are underway for the third quarter, tied at 16. Low scoring affair between both teams. The Bulldogs have been red hot in the third quarter, shooting 3-point shots like this, but this one does not go in. And this is going to be a loose ball foul. And it's a blocking foul. Foul is on. Oh, that kept it right. There we go. Number 22, Brandon McKeever commits the foul. Good inbound pass, good pass right here for the Bulldogs. One thing that West Perry definitely cannot afford to do is leave somebody wide open and look for a 3-point shot, because Big Spring has been very good on 3-point shooting. And here's one of the players who has been good. And there's Tevin Hodge shooting free. And it's good. I don't know what the whistle was about. 7:21 left to go. Just 39 seconds into the third quarter. Big Spring in the first half did not go to the free throw line once. And it's been a lot of three-point shooting. And Big Spring has been very good in three-point shooting. And they just taking the lead here on a three-point shot. And here's Josiah Twig. Josiah Twig finding Deuce Middleton. Offensive foul. Offensive foul call on Josiah Twig for his first. That's already the second foul in this quarter against the Mustangs. West Prairie looking for their first win. And Josiah Twig was looking for a foul right there, but didn't get it. And wide open look for free. No good for Eli Stadferry. But offensive rebound and taken 2 points for number 10, Tavon Hodge. Five-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Local rivalry. This is the closest rivalry for the Mustangs in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Whenever these two teams meet, it is always spectacular. For a local rivalry like this, and a three-point shot, no good. And McKeever trying to get it, and out of bounds. And stay with Big Spring. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here for what is so far a fantastic Mid-Penn Colonial Fishing matchup. Three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound for Siler. And here's Sally. And Aiden Sally gets 2 points. And now West Prairie's going to take a timeout. A 7-0 run for the Big Spring Bulldogs to start the second half. It's a full timeout for the Mustangs. We'll be right back in less than a minute. We are back here now. Audio is sounding good. It's looking good on our screen, and we are ready to roll. But right now, the only team that's rolling is the Big Spring Bulldogs. A 7-0 run to start the second half. Let's probably need to do something. This game was tied at 16. And the Mustangs need to do something. Tom Smead, head coach for West Prairie, cannot be pleased right now with how this half is starting. And out of bounds. 5:21 left to go. West Prairie trying to stop the run for the Big Spring Bulldogs. And here's Brady McKeever. Finds Josiah Twig. A lot of sharing in scoring for the Mustangs, which is a good thing. But there's got to be enough one guy who's on a hot streak today, and so far West Prairie could not find them. Alright, 3 minutes in. Here's Middleton, the shot and the foul. Deuce Middleton's got to go to the free throw line, shooting 2. Foul is on, or no. They're saying an offensive foul? Wow. Okay. Or did he step out of bounds? So there was no foul, so Middleton was forced out of bounds. That looked like a shooting foul in favor of Deuce Middleton, but here's a 3-point shot for Sully, and Sully could not get it. Rebounded by Mason Sando. Sando fighting. No, that ball is now intercepted by Hodge. Pass was intended for Micah Weaver, who scores the only 3-point shot of the game for the Mustangs back into the second quarter. Here's Twig. And here's Deuce Middleton, corner 3, yes! Deuce Middleton with a 3-pointer. Makes it a 4-point lead. Halfway now through the third quarter. This is a massive crowd here for West Prairie versus Big Spring. West Prairie fans not making a lot of noise while Big Spring is making all the noise. That's a 3-point shot for Aiden Solly. And it's back to a 7-point lead. Teams exchanging 3-pointers. Let's play in do something here. Here's Michael Weaver and a reach-in foul. Foul is on Aiden Solly. That's his 3rd foul already. Here's Deuce Middleton for 3. Yes! Deuce Middleton, back-to-back threes. And 3:11 left to go. Deuce Middleton now has 11 points. And it's back to a 4-point lead. It's a 30-second timeout for Big Spring, so we'll keep it here. And man, what a game. I think Deuce Middleton has just found his rhythm. He got 5 points in the first half, and very quickly, back-to-back threes. He now has 11 points. Deuce Middleton, by the way, is a senior, right, number 5. One of 4 seniors. Josiah Twig, Deuce Middleton, Derek Snook, and Dylan Gusser. We have yet to see Derek Snook in this game. And Deuce Middleton has just hit his 21st 3-point shot. Josiah Twig leads the team in that category with 28. And we're back here after a Big Spring timeout. Remember a year ago that West Prairie had one of the best seasons in terms of 3-point shooting. The second most scoring 3-pointers. This pass intercepted by Deuce Middleton, and this is going to be deflected, and it'll stay with West Prairie. West Prairie head coach Tom Smee with a big smile on his face saying, hey, it's okay, we're only down by 4. We were down by 5 earlier. Deuce Middleton with back-to-back threes. There's Josiah Trigg for 3, yes! Back-to-back threes, or 3 in a row here for the Mustangs, and that makes it a 1-point lead. What a turnaround here for the Mustangs. They only had 1 3-point shot in the first half. That was off of Michael Weaver. This time it's too easy for the Bulldogs. Going right through the defense. That's 2 points for Brexton Heckendorn. Back to a 3-point game with just 2 minutes left to go. Big Spring bench coming alive now. Cheering on their defense. Here's Deuce Middleton. Don't want to leave him open. He has been hot. There's Back to Middleton for free. Not that time. And offensive rebound, however, for Mason Sano. Here's McKeever now. And McKeever with the shot and the foul, but doesn't go in. So this is going to be Brandon McKeever going to the line for the second time in this game. He's 2 for 2. The last foul was on Jake Nelson for his third foul. Not going to be able to tie this game up, but McKeever sinks in the first free throw. Substitution now for Big Spring, number 3, Aiden Sally is back in. And the second free throw also good for McKeever. It's a 1-point lead for the Bulldogs. What a game here. Remember last year, these two teams facing each other right here at this court? It came to the final second when Big Spring had an opportunity. But now a three-point shot, good for Sally. That is Sally's third three-point shot. And it's back to a 4-point lead. Matthew Coombs was the big player for Big Spring a year ago. Three-point shot for Michael Weaver is no good this time. 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Big Spring trying to extend their 4-point lead. And there's the nice pass down middle, shot and a foul. Now this is going to be Brixton Heckendorn going to a free throw line for the first time. My last foul was on Marcus Quaker for his second foul. And the first free throw is good for Heckendorn. Substitution coming in. Levi Stewart coming in now for Big Spring. Second free throw, also good for Heckendorn. So a 6-point lead. Time for the largest lead of the game for Big Spring. Excuse me, they were up by 7 earlier. Here's Middleton from the court for the center. He's good. Deuce Middleton, his third three-point shot of this quarter. And it's back to a one-possession game. Big Spring wisely hang on to this ball. And West Prairie student section now making noise. The bleachers here are starting to rumble. Keep it up. And timeout called here with 11 seconds left to go. What a game. It's a timeout for Big Spring. And it's just a 30-second timeout. 33-30. They knew this was a big game for both teams, and this is definitely the largest crowd of the season for West Prairie basketball, boys or girls. And we thanks to everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, here for what is so far a very entertaining ball game in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division. And we still have a fourth quarter yet left to go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a crazy game. Almost feels like it's overtime, doesn't it? So there we go. Big Spring, I guess that was a full timeout. You could have taken a media timeout with that, but oh well. 3-point shot. West Prairie student section catching off guard. Josiah Twig with the shot and off the backboard. Good effort there for Josiah Twig to potentially tie this game up. But after 3, the Bulldogs with a 33-30 lead. And we'll be right back in less than a minute for the start of the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. We're in for a good one. We are back here now, about to get started here. The student section here at West Prairie getting free admission here tonight, and they are making noise for the Mustangs. West Prairie got to get the ball to start the fourth and final quarter here at West Prairie High School. Officially in the second half of the 2022-23 season. Every team that West Prairie faces from here on out has already lost to them, except for Susquehanna, where West Prairie hosts the Blackhawks in a traditional chuck-a-duck doubleheader. Boys and girls doubleheader, great cause for cancer research. And here's good stuff. Deuce Middleton, no good. 3-point shot that time is short. Deuce Middleton had an incredible third quarter. 3-pointers in a row. And very good shooting, but Big Spring did edge the Mustangs 17-14 in the third quarter. That's having a 3-point lead when they were tied at halftime. And 3-point shot here for Sully, no good. Rebounded by Marcus Quaker. And 3-point shot for Josiah Twig, in and out, are you kidding me? We saw this on Friday night, and Marcus Quaker gets the rebound and gets 2 points, back to a 1-point lead for the Bulldogs. We were talking about this past Friday night. It was Friday the 13th for girls basketball when they had an opportunity to win at the buzzer, but the Friday the 13th caught up to them, and it was from that same hoop, offensive foul. That foul is on Aiden Sally, his 4th personal foul. And Sally's now going to the bench. What a game here. West Prairie has the chance to take the lead for the first time since the middle of the first quarter. And Maisel had to jump up to keep that ball in. And now good passing right here for the Mustangs. Deuce Middleton, finding McKeever. McKeever now goes to Josiah Twig. Twig going up and down the sideline for Deuce Middleton. Back to McKeever from the free throw line to take the lead. And no good. Rebounded by Eli Statferry. First time mentioning his name in this game. Back still a 1-point lead for the Bulldogs, as you can see on the top of your screen. What a game here, ladies and gentlemen. Mid-Penn Colonial Division at its finest. 3-point shot here, wide open, no good. Rebounded by Mason Sano. Sano going up court very quickly. Finds Deuce Middleton. Back to Sano, and Sano's pass was deflected. And this looks like trouble for the Bulldogs. And no! Layup is missed by, oh my goodness, by Ben Sadler. What a costly mistake, and a foul on top of it. Foul was committed. Or, wait a minute. Timeout call here now by Big Spring. Whew. Big Spring just had a cushion of relief, but to no avail. It's a full timeout call for the Bulldogs. We'll be right back after this Big Spring timeout. We are back here now, about to finish up a Big Spring timeout. What a game. I mean, Ben Sadler had the steal, and he was all by himself on a breakaway. But he misses the layup. And West Prairie has the ball, trying to take their first lead since 4 minutes into the game. Gotta be wondering what West Prairie head coach Tom Smee had to say to his Mustangs during that timeout. No, don't need anything fancy. But if I was West Perry right now, I'd get the ball anyway to Deuce Middleton because he has been red hot tonight. And here is Middleton. Middleton pass it back to Weaver. No good for 3. And rebounded by Big Spring. Rebounded by Levi Stewart specifically. And West Perry fans, West Perry students making noise here on this big possession here for the Bulldogs. And of course, free, no shot taken. And whistle blown here. Foul was on Mason Sano. That's his first foul. It was a pushing call. Whoa, wait a minute. Whistle's blown here. And now the officials get together here. Was there a timeout call? 1 second came off the clock. I don't know what that was, so we'll just start over. Good defense shown by the Mustangs. Gotta be careful on a 3-second violation, however. They did not get the call. Here is Ben Solomon over here now. And halfway now through the 4th quarter. And a shot no good. Offensive rebound and a shot no good. Yeah, I think this is going to be a foul on Josiah Twig. Indeed, well, Josiah Twig caught on his 2nd foul. And it's a shooting foul. And Aiden Sally going to a free throw line for the first time, shooting 2. First one goes in. .354 left to go. Big free throw shot up here for Sally, and it's also good. And Sally 2 for 2 from the free throw line here today. He had 3 3-point shots in this game. 2 of them in for 3rd quarter. There's Quaker. Quaker going right through the defense and the rim again. I swear there has to be something going on with that rim. Like, it has not done any teams any favors here in the last few weeks. I'm telling you, Friday the 13th got to that rim. I don't know what, but I blame Friday the 13th, which was last Friday. It's like somebody adopted a black cat or something around here. Somebody walked under a ladder. Did every player on this court walk under a ladder before they came here today? Here's a 3-point shot, and no good. That almost goes over the rim, over the backboard. And 3 minutes exactly left to go. Time running out on the Mustangs. And it's a holding call. Holding call on number 22, Brandon McKeefer. That's his 3rd foul. And now, it's a 1-on-1 opportunity coming up now for Brexton Heckendorn. So 1-on-1 here for Heckendorn. Heckendorn's first free throw, no good! Rebounded by Marcus Quaker. And West Perry is still in. 1 possession game. A 3-pointer will tie it. And that's a big takeaway there. Whistle blown. Timeout, Big Spring. What a big takeaway there. Late in the game. 2:46 to go. Big Spring takes a timeout. Both teams will be back on the road on Friday. Big Spring will be at Waynesboro for a late tip-off. Just notice on their schedule here. Big Spring will be at Waynesboro for a 7:45 tip-off. That's kind of late. And West Perry will be at West Perry will be at Gettysburg on Friday night for a 7:30 tip. And our next broadcast after tonight will be Thursday night for West Perry Wrestling Senior Night against Bakerfield. Big matchup there. Two teams in the top 10 of District 3 power rankings. Big matchup at turn playoff. It turns out that was a full timeout. That's the second time today. Well, I could have taken a media timeout, but didn't. I mean, Hurricane, we don't get media timeouts. If we did, we would have been probably in the second quarter right now. Now, there's the Midbank Commerce will give me media timeout, but we don't have commercials. So there we go. Big Spring after the timeout, up by 3. Less than 3 minutes to go. Big possession here. And what Big Spring, they can't just hang on to this ball. Here is Taron Hodge, who's been a good 3-point shooter. And Ty Cabby, watch out for him. He has 4 fouls. And, a fake jump there. And Big Spring wisely hang on. West Perry student section making some noise here. And we're going to have a foul. And Big Spring again calls a timeout. 2:10 left to go. And the Bulldogs wisely just hang on to this ball. I don't think they're trying to extend their lead because they don't want to give the Mustangs back. By the way, this is kind of a reunion here for West Perry against Big Spring for assistant coach Devin Whitfield. For the last several years, he has been the head coach, the head chief heat coach for Big Spring. And now he is the head chief heat coach for West Perry and assistant coach for Tom Smee and the Mustangs. It's probably one of the reasons why, hey, this is a rivalry game. I used to coach for this team, and let's give away free tickets to our students. So Big Spring now wants a 30-second timeout. Big Spring hang on to it. Spin move, taken away by Mason Sano. Here comes Josiah Twig. Josiah Twig with the layup and the foul. Counted for Josiah Twig. And Josiah Twig has a free throw away from tying this game up at 35. Big free throw here for Josiah Twig. And it is good. We are tied at 35 with 2 minutes to go. What a game here, ladies and gentlemen. Mid-Penn Colonial Division at its finest. West Perry student section making noise. Big possession here for the Bulldogs. Take away, Marcus Quaker. Marcus Quaker with the layup. Count it. Big Spring calls a timeout. What a turnaround for the Mustangs. Marcus Quaker with the steal and takes it up the middle for 2. We knew this would be a big game, and it's a full timeout for Big Spring, but we're keeping it right here with 1 minute and 34 seconds left to go. And West Perry has just taken their first lead since the middle of the first quarter. Wow, what a game. Local rivalry, West Perry student section, every West Perry school district student getting free admission, and they are making noise. What a game. Seriously, what a game. Thank you for joining us here on the West Perry Athletic Party YouTube channel. What a game we have here. 2 seconds we're at it back on the clock. And 90 seconds remain. Big Spring down by 2. West Prairie High School student section making noise now underneath us. West Prairie Elementary kids making some noise behind me. You can hear for yourself, this place is rocking for the biggest game of the season for West Prairie. Almost taken away by Mason Sound. 3-point and a travel is called. Big Spring can't believe it. Travel was called on Brexton Heckendorn. 1 minute and 4 seconds left to go. West Prairie student section is on their feet. West Prairie with the ball. Final minute here. Any points could break this game open. And oh my goodness, a foul called on Big Spring. A blocking call. And it's called on Chase Fry. Number 34. That is Brexton Heckendorn's 4th personal foul. .45 seconds left to go here. And Phil West Prairie looking to give it to the guy who's going free throw shooting. Marcus Quaker with the shot. And the foul is called. Called on the Bulldogs. And 2 free throws coming up for Marcus Quaker. He is 0 for 2 in this game. Our last foul was on Jake Nellis, his 4th foul. It's a 1-on-1 actually, and no good. And we're going to have another foul. 2 seconds has been wiped off the clock. I don't know. Now the officials are saying, yeah, it was 2 free throws. That's what we thought at first. The teams thought it was a 1-and-1. But now it is 2 free throws for Marcus Quaker. The officials once again getting together. Yeah, from what it looked like up here by Marcus Quaker, he took a shot and gets the foul. So this really should be 2 free throws instead of a 1-and-1. And that is what the officials agree upon now. So a second free throw coming up. And actually, they put some time back on the clock. Now 38 seconds. Second one is good. 3-point lead. Big Spring is not out of it. And a 3-point. And oh my goodness, what a smart decision for Big Spring to get the foul beyond the 3-point mark. And this is 3 free throws coming up. This is Jake Nouse doing 3 free throws, and the first one goes in. West Prairie student section making noise. With 32 seconds to go. Second free throw for Nouse coming up. Second one also good. Nouse is now 1 free throw away from tying this game up. The third free throw bounces and good. Jake Dallas with the biggest 3 free throws of his life, and we are now tied at 38. Final possession here perhaps for the Mustangs. And now West Prairie is going to take a good timeout here. We know the top of your scoreboard says 20 seconds, but really it's 19.8 seconds. And it's a full timeout for the Mustangs. Oh, what a game. Thank you, everyone. We have a couple other comments to keep an eye on. Hannah chiming in again saying, come on, Mustangs, let's get a win. Well, they are 1 good shot away from perhaps getting that big win. We are tied at 38. With 19.8 seconds left to go. What a game. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on the West Prairie Flag Party YouTube channel. We wish you could be here, but that's why we have this broadcasting service. And it turns out Big Spring Basketball is actually huge fans of this broadcasting system, specifically me. I mean, that's the Golden Pirates. That's what I do. Big Spring was actually generous enough to provide their stats for this broadcast, and we use them. We'll definitely use them. And both teams taking an extra time on this timeout. And here we go. West Perry with the ball. What is the game call here for head coach Tom Smee and the Mustangs? Big Spring fans making noise now for their defense. Marcus Quaker over to Sando. Good screen by McKeever. And 5 seconds to go here. Already about to have a photo finish here. Marcus Quaker with the shot. No good. Offensive rebound. And a pushing foul called with 0.7 of a second. And Big Spring is going to take a timeout now. That is a smart timeout here. It's a full timeout again. So now we know that West Prairie most likely is not going to win this game in regulation. Big Spring has a chance for a quick inbound pass. But whatever you do, if you're West Prairie, let them shoot and don't commit the foul. Because if you commit the foul, you send Big Spring to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. 8 fouls called on the Mustangs. So you commit a foul here, you give Big Spring a golden opportunity in the final second to get the lead and get the win. That has to be the game plan right now for West Prairie. Let them get an inbound pass, and hopefully a shot doesn't go off without commanding the foul. So here we go. 7-10, 7-7. Are we going to see a shocker, or are we going to overtime for the first time this season? Long inbound pass is up and intercepted by Marcus Quaker. Shot will not go off in time. And for the first time this season, West Prairie basketball is heading to overtime. We will be right back in less than a minute for overtime, tied at 38. We are back here now, 3 minutes for overtime. Or no, 4 minutes for overtime. And here we go. Back to where it all started, tie at 38 in overtime. 4 minutes of overtime, and West Prairie wins the opening tip-off in overtime. What a game here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Flag Party YouTube channel. We are in overtime for the first time this season. Here's Josiah Twig. Neither the boys or the girls basketball teams have gone overtime this season. And for the first time, it is at home against Big Spring Bulldogs. And there's a foul and the shot, but it does not go in. And McKeever, Brayden McKeever, is going to the free throw line shooting 2. The foul is on Jake Nels, and he has just fouled out of the game. Jake Nels fouls out, but that's his 5th foul. And he finishes with 9 points. There are 2 other Big Spring Bulldogs who are in foul trouble with 4 fouls apiece. Aiden Sally and Brexton Heckendorn. Both of them are on the court right now for Big Spring. And the first free throw for McKeever is no good. And the second free throw is good. And West Prairie retakes the lead. First lead here in overtime. There's a 3-point shot. Good! Alan Walker gets on the board. And the Bulldogs retake the lead. There's Deuce Middleton. Marcus Quaker shooting free. Count it! Marcus Quaker, who was the hero in regulation, has just done it again with a 3-point shot this time. And West Prairie takes the lead once again, almost halfway through overtime. And here's a shot and a foul. And is this an offensive foul? No, will not. It's a blocking call. And that was dangerous because Aiden Sally had 4 personal fouls. That could have been his 5th. But now Aiden Sally shooting 1-1 here, and he makes the first one. Just like that, we are tied at 42. Second free throw, also good. Big Spring retakes the lead. Our last foul was on Brandon McKeever, his 4th personal foul. He is the only Mustang with 4 fouls. Here's Middleton. Middleton finds Josiah Twig. There's Josiah Twig. Wide open for Mason Sano. And a 3-point shot is short. Rebounded by Tavon Hodge. Our game here, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about to get to the halfway point of overtime. 4-minute overtime. And 3-point shot. No good that time for Alan Walker. And offensive rebound, or defensive rebound for Josiah Twig. Mason Sano was also going for him. Definitely game of the year here for West Perry. Second game between these two teams. Last time was back on December 16th at Big Spring when the Bulldogs were victorious by 10 by a score of 47-37. Almost the same score here, but we are in overtime. 90 seconds left to go. Quick game out pass from Mason Sano back to Josiah Twig. That's Marcus Quaker. Back to Braden McKeever. West Prairie down by 1. Still has plenty of time, and West Prairie wisely hang on to this ball because they cannot afford a turnover right here. Here's Middleton. Middleton go right through the defense. A shot no good, and they will stay with the Mustangs. Out of bounds. West Prairie ball. And it's Josiah Twig. Josiah Twig with the spin move. Josiah Twig, yes! Josiah Twig gives the Mustangs the lead in the final minute. And just like last year, Big Spring has the ball in the final minute, down by 1. Right here in the score, 3-point shot, good! Levi Stewart, his first 3 points of the game. And back to a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs in a crucial spot. 20 seconds left to go, and West Prairie is going to take a timeout. Levi Stewart with the biggest bucket of the night for the Bulldogs. His first 3 points of the game. And has he just shot a game winner for the Bulldogs? And it's a full timeout here for West Prairie. How many timeouts do each team have? This seems like a lot. First overtime game of the season. Big Spring has 7-6 lead after the first quarter. Then they were tied at 16 at the half. Big Spring would then have a 3-point lead after the third quarter. And West Prairie would tie it up in the fourth quarter. And here we are in overtime. 2 3-pointers for Big Spring, including 2 free throws from Aiden Sally. 3-point shot for Alan Walker and now Levi Stewart. In overtime scores, Marcus Quaker with a 3-pointer, Josiah Twig with 2, and Brandon McKeefer 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Brandon McKeefer was perfect. He is 5 for 6 from the free throw line so far here in this game. So what do you do, West Perry? 5 seconds here in overtime. We could be seeing a second overtime unless West Perry wants to go for free. Try to take the lead. McKeever, shot, no good, travel. And that is crucial. Called on Braden McKeever. 9 seconds left to go. And if you're West Prairie, there's no question, you got a foul right here. And oh my goodness, a bad pass here for Big Spring. The pass was out, but 1 foot was out for Big Spring passer. And now as a turnover, West Prairie is right back at it with 8.3 seconds left to go. Or they're actually going to add that 1 second back on. So, 90 seconds it says on the board. We only need 9. So they're going to add that time back on, which is crucial. And whoa, now 0.9 seconds. That's even worse. Our clock operator is Nick Batiste. And now we're back on track. 9 seconds to go. And this pass is deflected. And we're going to have a good foul there. Because Aiden Sally was all by himself. And that could have been a game changer for Big Spring. 5.8 seconds left to go. And it was an intentional foul. Foul was on Marcus Quaker for his third. And here's Tavon Hodge going to the free throw line for the first time. Hodge's first free throw is good. And if you make this second one, it could be all but over. And before this crucial free throw here for Hodge, Big Spring's got to take a timeout. 5.8 seconds left to go. And of course, it's a full timeout for Big Spring. Seriously, how many timeouts does each team have? This seems like a lot of 1-minute timeouts. Can anyone answer that to me? Like on the live chat here, how many timeouts does each team have? Like I know they have 5 in, like 5 in each in the regulation, but now we're in overtime. I don't know. It seems like they're just giving away timeouts. Man, I swear, if we had media timeouts, we would be here all night. It's 9 o'clock here at West Prairie High School. So a crucial free throw coming up here for Tavon Hodge. Made the first one, and to make it a 2-possession game with this free throw. Second free throw is good. West Prairie has no time to waste. And low 2-point shot. Deuce Middleton with it, but it's not going to be enough. Big Spring survives. And the Mustangs are still winless in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. They wrote down a three-pointer like the scorekeeper said, but the actual final is 48-46. And Big Spring Bulldogs come to Elliotsburg and hang on for an overtime thriller. We'll be right back in 30 seconds for a post-game report. We'll have all the final stats come up here in just 30 seconds. We are back here now for the West Prairie Athletic Park post-game report. A heartbreaker here. A big crowd for West Prairie boys basketball. Free admission for any student in the West Prairie School District. But in the end, in overtime, Big Spring hangs on for a 48-46 victory away from home. So a 2-point victory for Big Spring, and here we go with our final stats here. First for West Prairie, 3 points for Michael Weaver, 5 points for Braden McKeever, 8 points for Marcus Quaker, 10 points for Josiah Twig, and leading the way for the Mustangs, who had a huge third quarter with three-pointers. Deuce Middleton had 16 points in the victory. Final stats here for Big Spring. 2 points for Ben Sadler, that was back in the first quarter. 3 points each for Alan Walker and Levi Stewart. Levi Stewart with a big 3-point shot. Actually, both Alan Walker and Levi Stewart have 3 points in overtime on a 3-point shot. 4 points for Brexton Heckendorn. 9 points for Jake Niles before fouling out in the fourth quarter. 10 points for Tavon Hodge. And Aiden Sally led the way for the Big Spring Bulldogs with 17 points. And our West Prairie Athletic Player Player of the game has to go to Tavon Hodge. Came up clutch in overtime with 2 free throws to make it a 2-possession game. And Tavon Hodge, even though with 10 points, he came up clutch at the end. And here's our West Prairie Athletic Player of the game. Thinking too much about trivia here tonight. Next time out for both teams, West Prairie and Big Spring will be on the road on Friday night. Big Spring will be at Waynesboro for a 7:45 tip-off, and West Prairie will hit the road. They will head to Gettysburg on Friday night for a 7:30 tip against the Gettysburg Warriors down at Gettysburg. West Prairie now drops to 1-14 overall, and now 0-9 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Big Spring improves to 9-5 overall, and they are now 3-5 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel will be Thursday night. West Prairie Wrestling Senior Night for the Wrestling Mustangs as they'll take on Biglerville in a huge non-conference matchup featuring 2 teams in the top 10 in the District 3 2A power rankings. Senior night for West Prairie Wrestling on Thursday night, right here at West Prairie against Biglerville. That match will start at 7 o'clock. We hope you can tune in for that one. This is also a big win for Big Spring because Big Spring was ranked number 12 in the District 3 4A power rankings. The top 10 teams qualify for the District 3 playoffs. Big Spring has probably just inched closer to a playoff spot. That's going to do it for us here at West Prairie High School. On behalf of our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer, Brent Anderson, our high school principal, Chris Ron, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall of the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of West Prairie boys basketball against the Big Spring Bulldogs, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. Your final score on this one, Big Spring wins it in an overtime thriller, 48-46. Good night, everybody.